Good afternoon and welcome to a rainy Houston, Texas. We're here on the ground with the Ifly 737 MAX, brand newly updated. I think I downloaded recently another update to the Ifly. So I think they even updated the update. So we're pretty excited about that. The rain has just rolled in here. As you can tell, look at that. That's pretty sweet. That looks really cool. The rain looks really good right now too. The way the drops are kind of slowly falling. It sounds really nice. We're all sceneried up today. We've got Houston here, and then we've got the Dulles scenery as well. I'm drawing a blank. I think it's an FS Dream Team Dulles. I do forget who the Houston one is by. But we are all sceneried up. And like I said, we're all updated with the MAX. I don't know how updated I am on GSX, of course. I never know. But we'll see. We'll find out how we're doing there. Alright, but welcome guys. Hope you're all having a great day today. Without further ado, let's get her started here in just a second. Moving through our regularly scheduled programming here, we got a stream scheduled today. I do believe we have one scheduled for tomorrow as well. So all is well there. We'll get loaded up on the VAT sim here as well. Oh, I saw the HUD there, which isn't there now, so I don't know what that was. Yeah, we got a new iPad here. Much better than the old one, that's for sure. We're going to be on United Virtual today. United 2237, heading all the way from Houston to Dulles. Pretty long flight today, so wanted to get started a little bit earlier than 5 o'clock, as was on the schedule. What did I say, 2237? And it's a 38 MAX. Is that right? 2837? 2237? Yeah, 2237. Okay, 2237. Started up. I don't believe we have any ATC here in Houston. Whoa. That's an auto ATC notification. And without further ado, guys, let's get her started here. So we'll get the plane powered up on some battery power, arm the emergency exit lights, and we'll go straight to the APU. And I don't know why. Okay. There's a binding issue somewhere here. We'll have to find that. We'll go out and listen to the APU while it starts up. Perfectly fine APU start sound, in my opinion. Can't say I've heard, I've been next to too many 737 MAX APUs while they start up, but sounded about right. Alright, let's, while we're sitting here messing with this stuff, let me try to figure out if some of these lights are bound. I don't know what the issue is. Let's do the beacon first. That one I couldn't flip. Okay, I don't know why that's. Is there another? Okay. What other lights are messed up? Okay. Wait, what other lights are messed up? Alright, I can get the wing lights on my own. Position lights, so like nav lights. I mean, we do want those. I mean, we want them on. Oh, wait, no, that's a beacon light anyway. Or a strobe light, I mean. Oh, what? Why does Microsoft do this sometimes? Like, alright, position light, is that in here? I doubt that's in here. I don't know, are there lights in here somewhere? Sorry guys, this is annoying. Toggle lights. Start with that. Let's, bruh, like why does it like all of a sudden just go back to like day one Microsoft Flight Simulator? Alright, we'll rock with that for now. Okay, there we go. I think that should hopefully... Nope, didn't work either. Alright, well, we will just be rocking our... I mean, they're on nav lights for now, so as of now, it is what it is. Alright. Get some panel lights on, as it is a little bit dark and rainy. And we'll go over here, check out the brand new EFB. We'll get GSX hooked up here, request some boarding settings. Let's see if, I'm trying to make sure we're all, I think we're all hooked up. I think so. Let's go performance. Is there, I've only done this once. Whoa. Virtual United Pilot, what even is that?
According to the seat number shown on the boarding pass.
What did she just say?
Place your hand-carried
According to the
items
seat
in the overhead
numbers.
compartment and under the seat in front of you. When opening the overhead compartments, please take care that any baggage does not fall out. Please keep the aisle clear in order to facilitate access for other passengers by taking your seat as soon as possible. Thank you.
Mirage 2000? That's pretty sick. Playing music? I hope it's not copyrighted. Alright. Read MSFS data. What is happening here? This has got to be an Ifly thing. I thought there was a way to just do it from... I don't know what runway yet. This is performance page. Dude. Just do it on SimBrief. I have it on SimBrief, but I thought it... Does it not need to sync up here, I guess? Anyway. Loading up our bird here. We will jump down here and get the FMC going. Take a GPS position. Route request. Let's see if this does it. What just happened there? That just briefly, that just shut, that's, the music stopped so fast and then it opened Navigraph on my other monitor, I think, for this, and now it started again. Oh, it stops whenever I click away? That's crazy. What is happening? Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Are you flying a long limp or no? Houston weather. I don't love this music. This is really annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I wish it would just not play. 3003. Variable at 4 are the winds. Batsim ATIS. Real world, they're departing 15 left, 15 right. I mean, preferably we take the left side, so let's do that. 15 left on the United Virtual gives you all the crazy release that a United pilot might know how to read. That's interesting. You just finished moderating his stream. Now you're gonna come over here and moderate ours. Alright, yeah, I don't know where that is. It looks like it wants the Lyric 8. We'll take the Lyric 8. Now I can't find the route anywhere in the release, so where is the flipping release, dude? Or the route? Lyric 8 Hawes. There we go. Jeez. There's Hawes. Arrival going into Dulles. Pittsburgh's the alternate today. I don't know if they're landing south or north over there. Just take a quick look here. Weather. Landing north. So we'll take one center for now. And I think it was the Gibbs from Jarlow. Alright, we'll go ahead and send that away. We're not sending it away really, but 45-1. That didn't look right. Is this in pounds? There's no way that's
Ladies and gentlemen,
right.
Please confirm the flight information on your boarding pass and take your seat according to the seat number shown on the boarding pass. Place your hand-carried items in the overhead compartment and under the seat in front of you. When opening the overhead compartments, please take care that any baggage does not fall out. Please keep the aisle clear in order to facilitate access for other passengers by taking your seat as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay. $45-1. There's just no way. There's no way this is actually what United's releases look like. This is stupid. G Money, welcome to the stream. Just recreated a flight from Houston to Portland that my girlfriend took. Portland is a pretty cool arrival. Yeah, Portland's beautiful. Beautiful area of the country. But yeah, man, that's awesome. Alright. This release is just about useless. Let me see. Do I have a takeoff weight? Estimated zero fuel weight is at 137. Is it in the menu in here? I mean, the EFB under my aircraft. Yeah, silly me. Why would I expect to have to do this 2 times? Okay, still 99.4 is ridiculously light.
cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
All right. Let me see. Here we go. Wait, maybe this is why. Maybe it has to...
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin door is about to be closed. For flight safety, the cellular functions of electronic devices, including cell phones, must be turned off during the entire flight.
Did it just kill the APU? Like, what? Why did it just instantly... What just happened? I wasn't on ground power, I was on APU. It's shutting down as we speak. What
Flight
is happening?
Arm and cross-check cabin doors.
Battery discharge, yeah, no kidding. Alright. Probably have to like turn it off and then turn it back on or something. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm gonna have to do. I have to do the APU at some point, unless we do a freaking gate start.
Please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we're about to demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. Thank you.
Oh wait, good. Okay. Oh great, we have power. Quest.
If I could have your attention for a moment.
All right, this lady, I can't.
The safety features of our Ifly Max 8.
Whoa.
To fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat end into the buckle, pull the loose strap to tighten. To release, lift up on the buckle, position your seatbelt tight and low across your hips, and wear at any time you are seated. There are 8 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 4 overwing window exits, and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead to exits. If an evacuation is necessary, follow the flight attendant's commands and leave everything. This aircraft is equipped with life rafts. 2 life rafts are located in the forward ceiling compartment, and 2 life rafts are located in the ceiling compartments at mid-cabin. In the event of a water evacuation, use the life vest on your seat. Remove the vest only if told to do so. Pull the red strap to open the container and remove the pouch. Remove the vest from the pouch as shown on the safety information card. Place the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist.
It's not even finding my SimBrief flight plan either, so I don't know.
Pull down on the red tab to inflate the vest. To manually inflate, blow into the
oh man, this is really making me angry.
Turns on automatically in the water.
What's your favorite flight in MSFS? Not this one.
Information card for use of a life vest infant.
Yeah, we need to stop that right now. Voices, cabin voices in the EFB.
Are now checking that your seatbelt is fastened, your seatbelt and tray table are in the upright and locked position, and your carry-on items are completely under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin, leaving the area around your feet clear.
Oh, jeez. Praise the Lord. Yeah, I'll jump in the Discord voice chat. But yeah, this is ridiculous. 'Cause I had it. But yeah, I had it loaded up. So yeah, I hear me 2 times.
All right, where are you at here? All right, so under go back to the home page and the payload and balance. Go
okay.
Back in on the EFB.
Yeah.
Payload and balance. It's the bottom. Yep, there you go. And then the first tab at the very bottom left is you should pull that from SimBrief.
Right, and then it says no SimBrief XML file found in the data folder. That's what it says.
You have your everything linked up
I mean, I thought I put my thing in here somewhere at some point. I forget exactly where it is, but I've
go to your Navigraph. I'm sorry. First off, Navigraph, second tab at the top on your
page. Oh, here we go. Import Simbury flight plan. Maybe that's send all data to aircraft.
Yes, you want to import that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. 140. Yeah. That looks better. Jeez. All right.
Now you should be able to pull that from the bottom.
So start with Navigraph. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm not even gonna try to do anything else there because that's been a nightmare trying to read that release. And then what else do I want now? Performance. 15 left. Calculate all that. Just send it if I can. No, I can't. Okay, whatever. Flaps 5. 60 degrees cell temp. Invalid. Great, thank you. Toga it is. All right. Flaps 5.
When in doubt, toga it.
Yeah, that'll get you off the ground. 150. 1. The lyric says 149 heading. Now the next issue is going to be getting the APU started.
You didn't start it already?
I did. I had it started. That's why
I saw that.
Whenever I hit send to MCDU, it just disconnected the APU for some reason. So I don't understand.
I don't know why. Yeah.
I don't understand where that came from.
I thought you restarted it right after that, though.
I tried. It wasn't taken.
It wasn't going, huh?
No. I don't know what it was doing there. That's pretty much it here, huh? I don't know what I didn't activate there, but whatever.
RTO on your brakes.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that yet. It's direct Haws first. Why? I completely just deleted this too. 15 left. Lyric. Haws. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Pick 1 center, gives 5, Jarlo. There we go. Okay. Vectors to Connecty, whatever. PD Dairy music. Alright, that's more like it. No discontinuities. Alright. Now we're cooking.
Alright, good.
Now we're cooking. Alright, now let's try to get the APU started. See if that works. Jeez, it gets so laggy out here.
What airport are you at?
Houston.
Oh. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's all working now. You're good to go.
I think so.
All right. All right. Enjoy your stream.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you in a little while.
All right.
Later.
Yeah. Help from the great and powerful Limp Rocketeer, ladies and gentlemen. APU bleed's already on. I hope it doesn't mess too much up. See if I can turn this down a bit. To get up above the clouds, it should get a little brighter. So all of these lights work except for my strobes, of course, which I'm going to need for the entire flight. There's APU gen. We got the bleeds on already. We'll get the ground power off. And we're going to go ahead and release that. We are going to tell GSX to prepare for pushback and departure. Wait, how much fuel do we have? 19.4. That looks like it would be about right. 12,000, 19.4. Yeah, okay, perfect. Prepare for pushback and departure. Catering and refueling. We're going to force these to be done. Complete now. And catering, complete now. We're going to go overhead. We're going to go below the line. Maybe. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, we're going to go below the line. Get a good push from the boys. Save the route. Alright, we're not ready for all that just yet. We'll get that stuff going there. We'll get the yaw damper on. We'll get these guys. We'll get our window heats coming on. Probe heats can come on. Those are all done. Beacons on. And auto brake RTO, just like the great and powerful Limp said. Flight director's on. And we'll call that below the line done. And I believe we can release the brakes as long as it... Did it get rid of the chocks on its own? Nope. So we'll have to figure out how to do that. There's chocks. Get rid of those. Great. TCAS, we're squawking 7426. And we're going TARA, and we're going on. Perfect. All right. I think she said to start at will. Somehow the flaps are out. Hey. I do need to change this. We'll get to that in a second. But while we are pushing, let's go ahead and start number 1. We'll get the packs and start 1. I think they might start 2 in the 7.3. And the throttles are off. There we go. Yep, still flaps 1 for some reason. Fourth from Canada. Appreciate it, man. Right back at you. Our motoring is done. There we go. Go ahead and introduce fuel. Sounds very nice as usual. Absolutely beautiful engine start sounds there. 2535 it says for the departure frequency here. I did miss the seatbelt sign. That needs to come on. Taxi light. Okay, there we go. Flaps to 5. That's all done. We'll get the center pumps on as well now. I don't know. I think in the 7.5 you or the 7.6 you wait. But yeah, Lemon Straws, I do remember you. How's things been going? All right, how are we gonna get to runway 15 left? November, what is that, November? I don't even know what taxiway that is. Yep, I'm on VATSIM, Luke. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? All right, we're gonna start this engine up because we were taxiing like a dog. Boris revamped the sounds, which is crazy because they were so good already. Is it just, are the flaps taking that long to move? Is that for real? Yeah. Houston traffic United 2237, taxi to runway 15 left on November. Whiskey, Houston. See how the start sounds from inside here. Go ahead with fuel to number 2. That sound is crazy. Alright, sounds like we got 2 good starts. We'll go up overhead and we will kill the AP. Oh shoot, I forgot about the gens. I was like, no. Alright, turn on the gens. There we go. I think we're alright. Go LNAV, VNAV, I do believe. And what else do we got? Cycle that. Hopefully that works. What else are we doing here? We're gonna go traffic on. The turn for Whiskey's coming up here in a moment, so don't want to miss that. We'll go engine switches to continuous here for takeoff. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about is the strobe lights. Just, they're not gonna happen, I don't think, here, guys, but it is what it is. Jen's on the bus help. Yeah, you're right. I was like, I think there's something I'm supposed to do before turning the APU off, but how many hours on the trip on the 737 do I have? Obviously, a lot, can't you tell? No, I actually don't fly the 737. I fly the Embraer. We don't have to deal with all these. Looks like, yeah, Whiskey Sierra is the next turn. Never mind, I'll take this one here. I thought that said Whiskey for a second. That says Whiskey Bravo anyway. We don't have to deal with all this gen bus switching nonsense in the Embraer. Okay, perfect. I think it did start. All right, here we go. Houston traffic, United 2237, departing runway 15 left on the Luricade, Houston. All right, boys. Let's get after it here. We don't need the flash, light. No strobes today, so we're just gonna rock it with what we got. Here's 15 left. Virtual Flight Diary, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, good sir?
On runway 15.
Spool them up to about 40. Auto throttles would be good. And Toga. Actually, we'll get rid of LNAV because it's a heading. I don't love the textures of the runway here, but V1 rotate. Yeah, I don't know what the runway textures are doing here, but whatever. Positive rate, gear up. Heading, yep, it's got it for me. We'll take a left turn to, that's probably a pretty good heading, honestly, there. Flaps 1. Flaps up after takeoff. .050 heading was actually pretty good. Let's get direct Haws. How about that? Something just a little farther down the line. Direct to Hawes LNAV. Here we go. East traffic United 2237 departure pattern to east. Off runway 15 left, last call. Houston. Those sounds are fabulous. I thought the last version of the sounds were great on this, but I mean, these sound great too. I like these a lot. I think they're pretty good. Flight 320 Neo, the most 350 hours in that plane, 400 MSFS in real life, or say they gave us up to flight level 370. That's our cruising altitude for today. Oh, I think I just saw a cloud come into the cockpit. I know, I'm seeing the speed there. I just gotta get her back a little bit. In the sim, gotcha. Jeez. See what the weather's looking like. Alright, 10,000. We can go autopilot on. Get these landing lights coming off. Get the wing lights off, logo lights off, and we can also get the panel lights off here as well. As we climbed, it got brighter. Give me a wing view. I got you, brother. I like this one. I like the big engine on there. It's a good looking bird right there. Oh yeah. That's a really good one. Oh yeah. Thanks for your help once again, good sir. We'll wait till we get out of the soup a little bit more here. Looking good, and we're out of it just like that. I'll go 22.8. How many hours do I have in the sim? That's a great question. Let's see. I'll break off. Oh, shoot. Okay. In the sim, this thing, sim brief says I have 528 hours in 2024, and I have 3,677 hours in 2020. What is this? Stream big picture mode? What the heck? Alright, Steam, relax. Jeez. Unbelievable. Give me 310 in the climb. Give me a good rate. Yeah, strobe's off, I don't know. What my deal is there. Yeah, I'm also flying on United Virtual today. They recently redid their like UI for the sim, and I used to not like it because it was just in like this, I don't know, I don't even know what it's called. It was in this weird thing this weird app, but now they have their own thing. It's called, I don't know, I think it's like UVA cars or something like that. And it is really nice. It's pretty clean. And it's a fun way to track your flights and this and that, so it's cool. Standard altimeter setting. You guys looking pretty good here as we climb into the flight levels. I want to turn the sensitivity up a little bit, maybe. Mexican Aviator, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, sir? Enjoying is a strong word, but we're doing it. We're doing the new update. Yeah, it's happening. We are doing it. When they come out with a profile and shared cockpit, you gotta let me FO you on this plane. Okay. Sounds good. You gotta show me a thing or two here. Yeah, it was tough at the beginning, I think, just setting up, and you just have to do things in a little bit of a different order than maybe you would think, or maybe you would think. Maybe I just didn't, but on the EFB, yeah, the EFB. I mean, it's nice, but it's just different. I'm gonna fly the Vancouver to Osaka, Japan with the Air Canada Lat VFR 330-300 in 2020. Nice. Do you have 2024 yet? Because in 2024, the stock 330 is really good. I really like flying that thing a lot. Exactly. I did not. Setting up live on stream, and you can guess how that went. So of a captain. Captain in name only. Sino. Versatility. gosh, dude. How long was my microphone muted? Lemon Straws, I don't know if you heard me. I don't know if I was muted for this, but I was asking why you were sad to go to college and work as an educational assistant. Put the verse of the day up. I don't know if I was talking through that, and then I was just yapping about limps. I would suggest staying on 2022, get a new rig. Yeah, it can be, 24 can be a lot, and I was just saying that, you know, with mine, it's like, I'm in that situation like Hard Joss was saying, it's like, yeah, I'd like to update some stuff, you know, you get a new GPU though, you get a new CPU, you gotta get a new motherboard, you gotta get new RAM, you gotta get new stuff, so it's just like, dude, just get a new computer at that point. But anyway, that's about all that I was saying that didn't get caught. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. When you put the verse of the day and you went mute. Nice. I know it's time. Yeah. It is time, man. There's nothing you can do. You know, it sucks, but like you said, it's time. It is what it is. You got to move on. I think doesn't Arrow say this thing climbs like a dog once you get up into the flight levels? That's the thing though, is you can climb at 7.7. Being in this, like being able to fly these things in the sim kind of makes you appreciate how fast these things can really go. Because like in the Embraer, typically we climb like 270 and then 0.74. So these guys are climbing at 7.7. And you're doing it, you know, through 33 and a half. Pretty crazy. Yeah, that's the thing about high school, Lemon Straws. It's like, yeah, you have fun in high school and this and that, but, you know, it's good that you'll miss it, but you got to move on because it would be weird if you know, if anybody was in high school forever. You know, it's time to move on comes and keep her moving. Yeah, of course. You always come back and everything, as much as you can. Oh yeah, of course. What was that? Ooh, Coffin's Corner's creeping up. $36.37. I don't think even to this day in the Embraer I've been in this tight of a coffin corner. But the highest I've been is up to 37, so I haven't. We don't really push it that often. Flights aren't, that long usually, so. Little tailwind on the way. That's nice. Yeah, good. And keep trying to do that. For sure. Let's go direct to something a little farther down the line here. I was thinking like Hitman, honestly, dude. If a center controller gets on, he might not love that, but gonna spam tag me on this stream? No. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize those virtual flight diaries. It said I still talk to some of the people I went to high school with. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do too. That's a little close on the cruising speed there. Let's do like 7, 8. Yeah, I do too. And like I said, I mean, it's one of those things you talk to those guys for as long as you can. Get the seatbelt signs off. Dude, I wanted to play Holden's boarding announcement too, but I got so flustered by everything that was happening, I totally forgot. Yeah, no, the transitioning period is tough. It is definitely tough. Sometimes I still feel like I'm going through a bit of that transition period. Oh wow. Might does it give an ETA? Really? Hitman at 2100. That's obviously not happening because it's 2100 right now. Is it actually? What time? 5, so 17 plus 4, yeah, so it is actually 2100 right now. That's obviously not true. The UVA cars is giving me an hour and 53 minutes en route, which is unfortunately once again not going to work for us. That's what life is. Very true. Looking forward to next transition period. Not having to go to work anymore. I don't know. I guess you're a little bit closer to that than me, but I feel like I'll never be able to not work. Yeah, exactly. James 1, count it all joy. Even the trials. I think later on in that verse, let's look it up, but I'm pretty sure it might be in that one that talks about like trials produce perseverance, perseverance produces this. Let's read that, might as well. I'm just streaming Bug Limp all week. You guys can be like the old man streaming duo. 1, I do believe. So talk about your lemon straws said earlier. I think every challenge, big or small, produces strength and resilience. And James talks about it in James 1 verse 2 says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. Count it all joy," he says. "For you know when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing." I don't like this translation, the New Living Translation. I don't like that at all. I think mine's the New Standard Version. Y'all Version Bible? Wait, what is the Y'all Version Bible? I tell y'all. Oh my gosh, it actually does say that. What? It says, "Y'all consider it all joy, my siblings, when y'all fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of y'all's faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance have its perfect work, so that y'all may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing." I'm not joking. That is a real life translation of the Bible called the Y'all Version Bible. Wow. Glad we were looking into this. That was awesome. All right. I need to find the New Standard Version, which isn't in here for some reason. Am I making that up? Do I think the King James Version? What do I have? What do I read? Work 40 years straight, then come back. Yeah, I've been to that church before. Yeah, they got that church down somewhere in South Alabama. Church somewhere down on the Florida-Georgia line. Am I making up the New Standard Version? Where is that? Why is that not? Give me a second. I'm gonna go check my Bible. International Version. Anyway, the New International Version says, "Consider pure joy, brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave in the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do." Wawa. Virtual Flight Diaries, don't tell me you're from the east side. Don't tell me you're from that dirty, rotten east side of the state. Oh, man. You ever even had Sheets before? You ever even had good gas station food? tour begins. Limp knew this was going to be an issue. He was just sitting on it for a while. Sheets gave me food poisoning. I can't tell you how many times I've been to Sheets. I never got food poisoning. I'm sorry that happened to you, man. Oh, so literally every one of these just says 21Z. Or it just is the current time. I don't think that's how this is supposed to work, guys. Alright, we are going to... Does it give me a sim rate thing here? Like I do like that the CRJ did that. We are gonna have to, I think, speed this up if it truly is another hour and 44 minutes en route, because there's really no way of telling. Yeah, let's see, I guess we can do a little manual calculation here. $543 miles per hour, we'll call it 540. So it's call it that other way. An hour and a half left, so we're like 10 minutes ahead of what this is saying. Oh wait, an hour and a half left. That puts us on the ground at 6:40. Yeah, wait, oh, we're chilling. I'm sorry. I think I must have messed up. Thinking the time in my head. $6:40 is perfectly fine, gentlemen. They got soft stomachs on the east side of the state. That's funny. Find out where your top and drop is and add 20 minutes. I don't think it doesn't give me my top and drop until... Yeah, it doesn't say. Unless this isn't even listed. Maybe this needs to be done. Oh, nope. West got their scrapple sandwich, and we got the cheesesteak Pennsylvania. People have iron stomachs all around. Now we got Permanis over here, brother. That's funny. So I filled up my first logbook, and I just got a new one today, and it's been funnily enough, the last logbook entry that I had was 420. So it's been about 3 months, 2.5-ish months since I've been keeping it in my electronic logbook, but I have to go in and I'll have to handwrite everything in my new logbook, which I'll probably do while we fly along here. Virtually Not a Pilot, are you still here? Tip my hat to the West having to eat cheese all the time. They'll be able to survive anything. Whatever, man. You don't even know good gas station food if it punch you in the stomach, brother. I don't know. On virtual flight diaries, I saw the Grateful Dead in JFK Stadium back in '91, then drove directly to Three Rivers Stadium to see him again. Really? What is JFK Stadium? I never even heard of that. Three Rivers. Last time there was that much outcry up here is when they changed the name from Heinz to Acrisure. Verse of today's Matthew 19:26. Jesus looked at them intently and said, humanly speaking, it is impossible. With God, everything is possible. And I think to better understand this one, I think we want to go back 1926. It's still there. That's supposed to be Madison Square Garden. Reading this whole set of verses is better, and it's a whole parable essentially. 23 through 26 says, Jesus said to his disciples, assuredly I say to you that it is hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And again I say to you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. When his disciples heard it, they were astonished, saying, who then can be saved? But Jesus looked at them and saying, with men this is impossible, with God all things are possible. So this is a closed at 92. Where was it? They tear it down. This is a parable. I feel like that confuses a lot of people, and because they talk about it talks specifically about a rich man, it being hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And then a lot of people say, well, is money wrong? Is being rich wrong? Is being successful wrong? You know, just by the nature of it. And to that I would say no. Just figured out my strobe light situation. To that I would say no, it is not wrong. That's not what Jesus is saying here. What Jesus is saying though is simply that with money a lot of times comes corruption, comes sin, comes, you know, bad situations and things, which, you know, we see in today's world where, you know, the ultra rich don't behave themselves very well. But yeah, and in fact, Jesus says it's so hard. Again, his comparison is trying to say, you know, hey, this is hard to do. and he's putting it in their terms, right? Camels and needles and such. But he's saying, hey, it's harder. It would be easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get to heaven. And the disciples, of course, took that literally, and they were like, okay, then what the heck? But he wasn't really trying to be literal there. He's just saying, hey, it's hard. But with God, all things are possible. With man, this might be impossible. And he's also saying that it's God that makes it happen. Without God, without Jesus, without him being there, there would be no saving grace. There would be no, even if we sin nowadays, even if we mess up or whatever, there's, as long as we repent and go back to God, he forgives. He forgives the sinner. And without that, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, it doesn't matter. It's going to be impossible to get to heaven, impossible to be saved. I think what he's also saying there is, like, with God, the rich man can enter the kingdom of God. This is interesting. During Word quotes Revelation 3:17, it says, one problem with riches is they encourage a spirit of false independence, yet very much like the church of Laodicea, I think is how they say that. I am rich, I have become wealthy, and have need of nothing. So when you become rich, it's one of those things like, hey, everything's been so good, everything's been so great for me, why do I need God? I don't need God if life is so good for me. So, God's grace is enough to save the rich man. It's enough to save us too. So that's pretty much our verse of the day today. I'm flexible enough to say I've seen the Eagles play at Veterans Stadium. Was that in Philly? One of my favorite verses. Yeah, it's a great one. I like this one as well. I think it's a very positive message. It is. It is. Again, I think the point is, hey, it doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor or this or that. Like, if you are saved, with God, all things are possible. If you're saved, period, end of story, Time that I have our stream set for tomorrow, we might have to move that one up in the day as well. Yeah, 4 o'clock again, we might have to move that one up. Especially if we I want to get all these legs in one of these days. We've had to cut off a leg on both of these, both these streams that we've done off the schedule. But tomorrow is going to be on Southwest Virtual. We're going to be rocking the 737 MAX again. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make that earlier. Denver to Phoenix. What are these blocks looking like? Close enough. 2-hour block. Phoenix to Vegas, 1 hour and 20. So about a 3-hour, 20-minute, 3.5-hour stream tomorrow. So probably have to start that one at like 2 at the latest. Probably 1:30, 2 o'clock tomorrow. 1:30, 2 o'clock. Probably 2 at the absolute latest. So I got stuff in the morning and then stuff in the evening now. But I could stream in between. I think I have the Phoenix. Does the Phoenix scenery work in 24 or is it just 2020, Limp? I forget. I think it works in 24 too. It's only, I'm pretty sure it was only out for 2020, but it works in 24, I do believe. Oh. Reb O'Neill, welcome to the stream. Says, God doesn't care if we are rich as long as our stuff doesn't replace him. Amen to that. Exactly, he does not care. As long as we use it for his glory. Had it work in 24? It works in 24? Okay. Yeah, so we should be good for that tomorrow then. Where's the... Oh yeah, it's in here, it's right. You gotta hit the little red tab. The old second officer here at United. That's realistic. At least we can go back to not continuous. I should be able to get a thumbnail up for this, or I'll set up tomorrow's stream here now if I can. Because the issue is always having to load up in the sim and start up with the new livery and everything. But if I just do some cockpit pictures. Does that work, by the way, Lim? I don't know what it is, but I love flying into Phoenix. I do too. Phoenix is a good one. We could probably, I do want to do Southwest Virtual tomorrow because it's been a minute since we've done it, but we could probably even get away with doing that in the United Virtual as well, I think. It's one time I was taxiing behind virtual flight drivers in Denver. He was going about 8 miles an hour in for Southwest Virtual, and me and the controller were busting his chops. It's not very Southwest-like. Taxiing anything under 30 knots. Yeah, that is not very Southwest-like. I like it though. Tomorrow will be another full scenery day as well. Liv, does that time work for you tomorrow though? And also, does anybody know, are these clowns, Ifly, are they putting out a 737 MAX 9? I thought somebody said that they were doing that, or I thought they said they were doing that or something. 'Cause that'd be fun. Because I've wanted to get the I wanted to get the 900 or the 700 for a minute, and it'd be great if they would put out a 900. Okay. He's giving Southwest a bad name. Oh my gosh. Alright, tomorrow for now. We'll aim for ambitiously for like 1 o'clock. Also, guys, go check out the Caravan video if you're interested in learning how to fly the Caravan. I really hope my whole stream title didn't just change. I do want to get back into E-Jets eventually here as well. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think it changed. I think we're chilling. I do want to get back into E-Jets as well. Caravan video is a good one. Appreciate it. No one seemed to think so. I just reposted it today because it had 70 views in like a week. I was like, dang, bro. Whatever. Did these give you a distance to Dulles? 657 miles. All right. Quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. launch the E-Jet, but don't get back in that CRJ anytime soon. Hey, I have no plans of getting back in that CRJ anytime soon. That's why I want to fly the ERJ again, actually. I'm sorry, I just got back. That's why I want to fly the ERJ again, is because of how bad the CRJ-1 went. I was like, oh my gosh. I feel like it got worse. Like the last time we flew, it was not that bad. It really was not that bad last time that we flew that thing. It's these there. What, like the headphones? Is that an old man joke, or I don't get it? Holy smokes. Beats like the food. Last time I not that bad. A beet is a vegetable. You did spell it wrong, to be fair. So, really, it's your fault. Dude, I have an unreasonable desire to buy the 777-200, bro. I want the 200 so bad. You're right, you're smart, I'm dumb, you're good looking, I'm ugly. Wow. Thank you. Much appreciated. So 0.2 plus 0.6, so 1.8. All right. I kept thinking about the 200 as well. It's not just you. I bought the 777, 200, 300. The freighter are practically the same. It's possible. I know. No, you're right. They are the same. I think the 777 freighter is literally a 200, but just with the freighter config and the G90s instead of the Pratt & Whitneys or whatever they have. So yeah, like, and it's the same thing with like the 737. Like I have the 800, but like I really want to buy the 700 for some reason. And I want to buy the 700 more than the 900 for whatever reason, but I do still also, I would like to buy the 900. But, I don't know. Like you said, I think I just have a problem. Yeah, I really want the 200 though. I feel like because there's so many other ops you can do with the 200. So 0.4 added on to 0.6, perfect, 2.0. Either 6, 7, 8, and 9. Captain Darius, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? We have a problem. I think we do have problems. It's just the flight sim, man. It's freaking, it's addicting, bro. Where's Holden's custom descent announcements at? Still don't have a top of descent yet. That's open right now. Yeah, it's an irrational, out of fear, I guess, an irrational desire to purchase these things, but here we are. Oh yeah. Like Lay's potato chips, you can't just have one. Exactly, dude. Like an Oreo. Nighttime. 1.2. Dude, back in the day, I'm sorry, but it would have been so easy to lie on your logbook and everything. And just to do stuff like that, like before everything was just like monitored and all that, dude. Would have been so easy to just do like literally whatever you want. Oh yeah, I remember this trip. Back in the day when people had honor. Something like that. Oh, perfect. Oh. Alright, I was on the 5th. No, I was on the 8th. Yeah. I think it's more like what Limp just said. I know. Tell me about it. I wish, man. Virtual flight hours. Did you do any flying in your day? Student pilot license was gonna attend Comrade Delta Flight Academy, but lost my medical. Dang. Sorry to hear that, man. Still no top of descent. Not even worth getting ready yet then. Years ago, all good. Fair enough. Brother, what the heck? lifted restrictions on diabetes, I'd probably go get my PPO when I retire. That'd be fun. You could probably even just do basic med too and just get a third class. I did a flight with this thing, it ended up in the water, so hopefully that doesn't happen today. Almost filled up my first new page. Oh, it's all right. Thinking about lifting diabetes, the restriction of diabetes for pilots. I think it depends because my sister-in-law has diabetes and she was looking into it too, and it sounded like it was going to be kind of a tough thing. You know, I just thought about, and I don't know if this is happening up here. There's this airport, KEEV. Or a KEVV. And it has ground and tower on. Why can't VATSIM controllers do ground and tower simultaneously? Because they do that in real life. You come into, you know, Pittsburgh or St. Louis or somewhere late at night, you know, Raleigh, you know, you've got the same guy working tower and ground. So I wonder why they don't allow them to do that on VATSIM. Like, I feel like it's never the tower guy that also does ground. Maybe they do allow it, and I just don't know, but... I get that a lot. Why aren't you a real pilot in one word diabetes? Yeah. That's crazy that they were that. I mean, I guess, like I said, I mean, they still are pretty strict about that type of thing, I guess. One big thing that I don't have a lot of that is my biggest downfall right now in terms of like my resume is PIC time. Honest to goodness, not upgrading on the Caravan kind of hurt me. But the other side of that coin is like, how do you can't pass up an opportunity to upgrade on a Caravan to go, you know, fly jets in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been nice to get a little bit of PIC time. Taxi the gate at your discretion. Yeah, you're right. They do that sometimes, but like, you feel like it's almost one of those things where it's like, they can't really. They can't, like, they're not really supposed to do that type thing, it seems like. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. What? Oh. Yes, British Plane Boy, welcome. I do work for a 121. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Just a way of Tower getting rid of you. Yeah. It seems like, what I was getting at is it seems like it's like a frowned upon thing for them, but like, realistically, like in real life, like they would 100% just like straight up be doing both. Like it's just what they do. So. All right, 1092. It's going to be my new layover activity also. It's going to be catching up on my logbook. All right, that's page 1 done. I got like 1,500 hours, and I've got like 250 PIC. Which 250? I literally have 250.2. And 250 PIC is like the bait, was like the mins for me for my restricted ATP to get to the airlines. Is that right, British Plane Boy? How do you like it over there? Are you British then? I too fly the Embraer though. So you got NPIC time. So is it gonna take you extra time to make captain? No, because it's off of just your total time. So like you can upgrade to captain. I think you can put your bid in once you hit like 1,000 hours in type, not total time. It's like right now I'm at like 250 hours in the Embraer. It's like once I get to like 1,000, I'll be able to put my bid in for upgrade. All right, we're gonna monitor up here because we're getting closer to this happening for real, for real. The MD-11 is also a plane that interests me, but it was just on sale and I didn't get it, so I feel like it doesn't interest me that much. But actually, Limp, the nice thing too is I'm pretty sure they let you upgrade at like 500 hours if you go military, which once I come back from military training and then I go through like requalification training because I'll be gone for so long, I should be able to upgrade like pretty quickly after that. Then it's all seniority from there. It's all seniority everywhere, brother. Every step of the way it's seniority. Nice, part 61, that's right, baby. That's awesome. Yeah, I did my private 61 and then finished 141. So did you have a big gap in your training? Or did you just completely start over? Yeah. No, you're right, Limp. No, I don't like to say the company, British Plane Boy, sorry, but yeah, the 170 though, that's what I'm flying. So if the 737 ops look a little suspect, I don't know, it's because I don't fly it. That was a long day. 7.9 block on this day. That was a lot of flying. If you walked onto a 175, would you even notice? Notice what? I went to Ryanair's cadet school and I just finished our base training on the 7-3. My family are diplomats, so we had to move and I had to go along with them. Flew my first 7-3 at 213 hours. That's so funny. He was just, Virtual Flight Hours was just saying back in the day you could do it at 250, but you could also do that type of stuff over in Europe. That's crazy, man. That's awesome, though. Jumping on the from the 7-3 to the Embraer is wild. Usually no one believes me. Tell me about it a little bit. What's like, I mean, obviously, if you go back and watch the beginning of the stream, after I started the engines, I went and shut down the APU, and the power immediately dropped because I didn't do the, I didn't turn on the gens, the engine gens, and I was like, yeah, you don't have to worry about that in the Embraer usually. I totally forgot about that. It's like, what else? Would you notice it if it was on A, if you were on, oh, like tell the difference between a 170 or 175? No. We have a placard like right here. It's just like right in between. It tells you. Like sometimes I literally like I'll be like, oh, we're in a 170. Oh, we're in a 175. Like you literally don't even know. The only way to tell from the outside, as far as I know, is the rear cargo door. But like it's way farther back in the 7.3. But like let's say it's here in a 175. Let's say it's here in a 175. In a 170, it would be like right here, and it would be like part of the door would be like in this little bulge. So that's like the only way to tell from the outside, unless you like counted windows probably. But I've done that all the time, especially in the sim. My line check airman in the sim back in the U is Irish and pretty hard on us. Can't be doing that in the sim, I'm sure, but yeah, that'd be crazy. We got a guy, we got an Irish 7.3 driver in the Discord, British plane boy. You'd probably get along with him just fine. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, I thought this was a 5-leg day. It's still, it looks. Cleveland. Oh, this is just a day trip. That's nice. I'm still an FO, but sometimes you attempt to turn off the packs before starting number 2 on the 175. Yeah. Turn the packs off 737 is a must do. Yeah, packs off, ISO valve open, AP lead on. Start switch to ground, inject the fuel 24%. The 175 just click. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Yeah, I got a buddy who went to United from the 175 to the 7.3, and he's like, dude. It's different. Even little things in the Embraer will get you, like whenever you're long taxi, turn the APU off, and you're doing a cross bleed, and you just go and turn that number 2, or you turn the start switch on. Nothing happens. You're like, what the heck, man? Got no pressure. That's fine. So I have a hot minute before I go to mainline, but if I do get the 7.3, it's like riding a bike. In Europe, we do base training. You fly plane with all your fellow cadets around France. That's fun to actually get to fly it, though. That's cool. Gotta go get some dinner. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy your dinner, man. Everyone has to do 2 touch and goes and 1 full stops and landing on an 8,700 foot runway. So you fly the plane in real life before you fly in USA or before you fly PAX. Oh yeah, yeah. Full flight and a focal call later, and you're good to go. Yeah, no, that's literally what it is. Limp simulator check ride, and then you hope the real flight goes nothing like the simulator. All right, no top of descent thing in here still. Let's reload this arrival one time. Let's check the weather here in Dulles. Currently landing 1 center, so that's good. We'll take 1 center, and I did not pick a transition, to be fair, so let's maybe see if picking a transition helps. Transition Brody is the farthest out. Maybe. Just kidding. What did I pick? 1 center? Alright, emergency. Where's Mataz? Hello? Made for move Mutto. I think this is wrong. These are not the right fixes. The ILS to 1 center. Yeah, those aren't the right fixes, guys. Alright, Gibbs 5, moving on. The Gibbs 5 from Jarlow. We'll redo it. It'll do discontinuity, that's fine. We'll just go direct to Ditma. And give me back to LNAV VNAV. And let's see if it has a top of descent yet. No. So we're just going to descend and maintain flight level 240 for now. Okay. Let's see. VNAV. Last page. See, it doesn't have anything. Am I missing something here? You look at forecast. We're gonna start down now, though. We're just going to vertical speed it. And manual speed, we'll pull it back to 7.7 maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Am I doing something wrong here? No one's a real pilot unless you get a focal call. You sound a lot like Arrow. You sound a lot like Arrow. Seatbelt sign coming on. Oh, we actually don't need to hustle that bad though, because at or above 240 at Hesse also 280 knots, so we actually are not in a hurry because Hesse's way out there. Greatest thing they fix, you don't have to ride the speed brakes. We'll see. Put the transition before your transition. My transition was Jarlow. It's also already gone. So should I do like the next fix or something? Gibbs 5 at the Morgantown transition, whatever the fix before your transition, put that in. So the fix before Jarlow, does it matter that I'm already past it? It was Hitman. That's alright. We'll just go auto brakes 3 just in case I don't get the reversers out. We'll mess with that tomorrow, I guess, when we fly the 7-3 for Southwest. But for right now, we are going to rock we'll just do manual. You can reinsert it if the Ifly team did it properly. It will populate, not have you turn around. It just did. It put me on heading. I just reinserted the star, and it did put me on heading mode and gave me a discontinuity. So I don't know. Like I said, I'll just rock it with this. It's all right. All right. That's annoying. Just went all the way. I was in May 20th, or no, May 30th is what it was. .7 plus 2 plus 5.6 again. That's right. That's a great example of that limp. That's how we do it. Go to the flap seats properly. Look below the gear handle. There's a little chart showing the restrictions. Okay, sweet. Thank you. No, you're not backseating. I appreciate when people help. If the start of this stream was such a nightmare too, I'll just do it manual. I'll just do that. That's where we're at right now. I'm about to do just vectors the final. For being completely honest here, there's nobody online anyway. We were descending for 240 now. SE is at 280 knots as well, which we don't really care for that. None of that nonsense around here. It's like the flap required 8 knots below what the chart says. Okay. 8 knots, that's interesting. Why not 10? $24.25 or $25.24. nighttime. We started off this this thing strong with some nighttime, but haven't had. They'd never DCA based. Oh yeah, that sounds about right. I love Dallas. Dallas is my favorite airport in the country. Things you learn in the sim, and then what your instructors tell you to do as soon as you get on the line. Yeah, no, it's fair. All right, so I need to be at 220 below at Gislo. So it's just at 17 vertical speeded. That'll keep us safe for the next restriction as well. 11 at Kilmer, Auto at 9, May at 7, Rippon at 6, Gibbs at 6. And I'll probably just do vectors from there. Call that quits on the logbook for now. We got a lot left to do there and a lot left to do. We got a busy flight here for the rest of this. So what did I say? So we'll just set 17. Through Hesse, so here we go, starting down. The nice thing is you have a lot of time on this arrival because there's 2 separate fixes that are just at 6,000. And the one before it is at 7,000. So it's like, you have a lot of time to you can be a little high on this arrival and be in a perfectly fine spot. Dulles, technically a mountainous terrain airport's come through 18. We need the terrain radar on. Let's do it now. Thing about me is I always dance around the controllers on VADSIM. Listen, man, not by any fault of my own. All right, I try. I would love to be controlled a little more, but nobody wants to. Nobody wants to do me. Pause. It always works out like that. It really does. It really does. Weather in Dulles. They also changed the Navigraph colors a little bit. Do you notice that? Like the green and the orange look different, like for the star and approach and stuff. Anyway. Weather in Dulles. 10 miles of visibility, calm winds, light rain, broken at 2400. 2998 on the meter. Go ahead and set that now. And descent checklist. Hello? What did I say? 2998? Yeah. What? What is it doing? Okay. 908, 18 to 17, and we can really set 15 so we don't bust this fix that we're at right now. And then after this, it's going to be Kilmer at 11. I think Dulles traffic is 3442. 3442 for Dulles. We'll set it up here. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? All right. Let's get some rings real fast. We'll just do a 30 miler, 15, and a 10. We're 16 to 15, and we're going down to 11 now that we're through that fix, so we're chilling. Yeah, we're doing real nice on our pace. Raleigh-Durham approach. Ugh, I've had more than enough of Raleigh. Recently, we were there the other night. I guess there was a plane that went off the end of the runway, or like the GA runway. I think it was a Diamond. He said went off the end of the runway, got back on the runway, but they had to do like a runway inspection, and they shut down the whole airport for 20 minutes and just absolutely destroyed everything. And like they were on the ground, we were on the ground for 2 hours. It was crazy. Yeah, I saw that. He's on Unicom. Yeah, he's Irishman. Yeah, and honest to goodness, there's only, like you said, there's only one guy who looks like he's gonna land before me. So what we really could do is we could just fly present heading and just set up for vectors, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do. Maybe a little bit more of a right turn. Honestly, that heading looks pretty nice, like a 100 heading for now. Honestly, give me east. Give me a 090 heading. Don't you love whenever I do this limp? 090 heading, and we're just gonna take vectors to final. So we're gonna pull it off of Meast or Skins and 011 looks good. We're doing it, and we are also going to put in 111.3 in here, 1113, and 011 on the course. Do you actually love whenever I do this? Or is that sarcastic? It's going to be about 10,030 miles if we're going to do something like this with a visual approach. So we can just honestly keep it coming down to 10,000 and just try to aim for that. Something that would annoy you. go ahead and get that plane on the ground. The only thing I don't like you doing is speeding up the plane on the ground. Yeah, that's fair. I don't like having to do that either, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna want a little bit of a, give me like a 105 heading for now. Yeah, 100. That's good enough. 10 degrees off of that. We'll get down by skins.
Washington traffic, Denmark 119.
Oh, there he is.
Turn right about 15-mile final for KIAH-01 Central approach. Rush.
That was funny. That was funny. Washington Dulles traffic United 2237, about 30 miles to the west inbound, the visual 1 center, Washington Dulles. All right, pulling it back to 250. A little bit of speed brake out. I'm gonna kind of slam on the brake, do a little Tom Cruise action here. Dude, why are these things not at idle? There's no way 40% is idle. And then we are going to set, we'll leave it at 2,000 for now. It's a little bit above that fix the fix there. We'll flight level change it. And here we go. Through 10,000. Let's see, we might need we're gonna need a little bit of speed brake now, I think. Keep this descent coming. If you're flying the whole pattern out, you would have definitely not had to use the speed brakes. What do you mean, instead of joining on a downwind? We're also going to have some, this is perfect with the speed brakes. We'll have time to join final and everything. Okay, something I was thinking about, and I don't know if British plane boy's still here. One of the things that I do not like about the Embraer, I do not like, and the Caravan was like this too. Oh, okay, they fixed the speed brake problem, I gotcha. Well, in this case, I'm using it because I'm keeping her fast. I don't like in the Embraer how you cannot just intercept the localizer other than being in LNAV. Like, I love how in this plane you have Vorlock and you can keep it in that green manual mode. Like, I don't know, it bothers me in the Embraer having like LNAV and then the other side being in green. I just don't like it. It messes with my brain. I like everything to just be one, and I know you can do that, but I don't know. 216 Fawns with the sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Dallas Traffic United 2237, 15 mile right base for runway 1 center, Dulles. As the rain just instantly starts, by the way, did you notice that? Like right now, like I love that you can just arm Vorlock, like, and just do it that way. I will try to start spinning this back to like 210.
Dulles Traffic Denmark 119 is now short final for runway 1 center, Washington.
Flaps 5. It's a good point to do that. We're through 2.5 miles. And now start making the turn. I don't know how far out that guy said he was. We'll set 1800 for now. Take a 055 heading to intercept. We'll try to get it to 30 degrees. We'll go like 040, I guess. See, that was a little early on the turn, I guess. I kind of thought that was going to be a nice intercept, but I was wrong. Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah, no, you have to be in like LNAV to do it. It's really bizarre. How much longer till real football? That's what I'm saying. We don't need all this mess. All this fake football mess. Yeah, I really thought we'd catch the localizer by now. That was actually kind of crazy. Start pulling it back to 180. We'll do 180 till Skins.
2500.
How far of a final is Skins actually? 4 mile final, 4.3. That'll do. That's pretty much perfect. And we pretty much just rode the speed brakes all the way in, flaps 5 now, and we're moving. Ariete. Switzerland won, so he's good. But yeah, real football though. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks on the fake football. Alright, we can put the speed brake away. I think we're doing alright. We can go to flaps 10. Oh, I forgot that goes to flaps 15 actually. There's flaps 10. Landing rates in the chat, boys. What do we think? A rainy approach going into Dulles. Let me arm approach now. Should be 3,000 for the mist, 4,000 for the mist when we get there. I can spin it up. Glide slip captured. 4 for the mist. Gear down, flaps 15.
Dulles Traffic Denmark 119 has exited runway 01 center on
That's perfect timing too.
Yankee, and we're taxiing to the ramp by a Yankee and Yankee 7.
Oh wait, that's it. Yeah, flaps 30 is what we're doing, I think, right? Yeah, something like that. Dulles Traffic United 2237, short final runway 1 center. Wow. How's it configured? Just snuck in there. People say it could be a little floaty. Alright. See what we can do here. Alright, we'll get the throttles off. Try to... There we go. Fly this in. Do have the runway in sight for the most part. Oh. Ooh. Come on, man. Let's see, did we get the reversers? We did get the reversers. Oh, the speed brake's out. Whoa.
Speed brake.
Okay, whatever. Is that good or bad? Did it come out or no? It did not come out. Alright, that's alright. Thanks for nothing, speed brake. That was nice. We'll see what the landing rates say as we clear the runway. Oh. Let's see. We'll just pick a gate. One of the United gates. So we're off at Yankee 4. We're gonna come back on Yankee and Delta. Dulles traffic, United 22, 37 clear of all runways. Taxi back to the ramp on Yankee Delta Dulles. Mexican aviator says, whoa. Alright. Is it that surprising? Is it that surprising to see a good landing? I know. It is surprising. We'll take it. We will take it. Or Shamrock. Shamrock usually parks like right in here. Ooh, is that a Lufthansa 7-4 getting ready to go? Or is that in? Is that just in the? Oh no, they are getting ready to go. Sick. Lufthansa 419. I think that might. I don't know if that's the specific flight number or not, but I've taken that flight to Frankfurt. That was a spicy little approach. Spicy little approach. I said I was gonna take Delta. Should be one of our next lefts that we can make here. Alright, next left is Delta. Delta. I don't know if mainline parks at these gates. I've parked at one of these gates before though, so we'll use one of these. Doing a blind G-scop. Oh no. Alright, we'll stop it there, set the brake. Make sure, let's get the auto brakes off there. Make sure we can use the gens. The bleeds look good. And with all that being done, let's kill the engines. We've set the parking brake on that goofy flight with the max. Seatbelt signs off. Get these guys coming off. Just the electric pumps off. And we are hanging out. Let's get the deboarding going. That's right. Yeah. We need an unbiased. Whoa, what the heck? We need an unbiased point of view. Oh, there's Erlingus. How did he beat him in here? Did he roll like all the way to the edge? Did we cut him off? Can we talk about the park job, by the way? That's not too bad. He must have rolled like all the way to the end or something. That's crazy. But welcome to Dulles. Let's take a look at how we did. So let's end this flight and let's review the flight. Statistics 141. We will definitely take that. Let's see. Oh yeah, we'll accept that guy's friend request. Shout out that guy. 141 on the landing rate. Pretty crazy. Nice greaser. That guy's just driving around the airport. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that guy's literally just taxiing around the airport. Oh, whatever. All right. United virtual flight. That was nice. What virtual flight are we doing tomorrow? We're doing Southwest virtual tomorrow. I said a little earlier start time. We're shooting for around 1 o'clock, so be ready for that, guys. But really appreciate. Oh, you were 145. You're right, Limp. You were really close. Yeah, 141. A little softer even than Mr. Limp says there. But again, we do appreciate you guys for being here. Like and subscribe if you're new, and we will catch you guys tomorrow at about 1 o'clock. Peace.